right now. Do you see me? Do you see your stuff? You should be good. I'm Gucci right now. You see it? You seeing the screen move like I'm moving the oops, like I'm moving the you shouldn't. It shouldn't be a delay at all. You say you about to get frustrated? I'm gonna do it on my phone. You in? I'm just waiting for people to show up. Oh, okay, so you can see it. Okay. The only thing is, can't nobody hear you though. You want me to send you a link? All right, hold on. Ooh, shoot, wrong thing. Let me go back. Well, as long as they can see, I see the chat going though. But hold on. Um, I'm about to send you a link real quick. Hold on. I'm about to send it to your certified joint. Hold on. You get the email? I'm sending her a link so y'all can hear her. What? You're fired, Petty. I know they hear me talking to you while I'm on the I'm on the phone. Just click the link so I can add you to the room. All right, there you go. They can't hear or see you right now. I'm about to add you right now though. Talk real quick. I don't think they can hear you. Hold on, let me find oh wait. Hold on. Hold up. Probably not. I said probably not. Oh, I didn't even check if they can hear you. Oh no, they say they hear us perfectly. Yeah. All right. Talk real quick for me, Petty. Oh no, it say no sound for Petty. Hold up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm working on it right now. Hold up. I think it's because I'm in the wrong what you want to call. Petty, can you hear me? No, she can't hear me. My bad, y'all. This is taking forever.
Just hit start.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Just hit start.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Just hit start. Now you can hear me, but I don't know.
I can hear you now, though.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Unless I put my headset.
No, that's not what that is.
What is going on? Mm-mm. Y'all might can hear me, but I can't hear y'all because I'm in the live, but I'm not in the live. If that makes sense.
No, you up on the screen, and I see you.
I will have to turn my volume up on my phone because
There's an echo. Give me a second.
I can't hear nobody.
They say there's an echo. Give me a second.
If I turn my volume up, I can't hear nobody.
They say there's an echo. Give me a second.
Because I'm on both of my devices.
Well, they hear
on one
you.
Phone.
They hear you.
I'm looking at the live on the other phone. I'm streaming on this phone. But I got both of them turned down. So it won't keep.
So type in the chat if you can hear.
So
if you can hear Petty.
Unless I turn back up, but then you gonna hear you.
So type in the chat if you can hear. If you can hear Petty.
Unless I turn back up, then you gonna hear you.
So type in the chat if you can hear. They say they don't hear an echo. But I'm on the phone with you though too.
But how am I gonna hear if I got to have both of my phones turned down because it keeps?
Put your headphones in real quick. There's only an echo when I talk. Let me see if that's, yeah. So just put your headphones in when you talk to me on the phone, but they can hear you though. Let me make sure it's not in my, what you want to call, why it's,
Let's reschedule. I'm getting frustrated.
You always getting frustrated. What'd you say?
Night.
I gotta go. They saying it's fine right now. It's on. They said it's only an echo when I talk and when you're talking at the same time. But we here now, so we might as well just finish it. It's only an echo when I talk and when you're talking at the same time. But we here now, so we might as well just finish it. When I talk. Just put headphones in on your ear so that nobody hears the phone.
Super cute. No boundaries leggings.
Can y'all hear that?
Soft, they're stretchy, and they hit every time. I paired it with this. It's either cream or khaki, or whatever color it wants to be today. The No Boundaries rib tank, baby, they go with everything. And then this zip up leopard print pullover, baby.
Okay.
All right, bet. So yeah, as long as they're not hearing me on the back and forth. But listen, okay, so This is what I use. It's called DaVinci Resolve. They actually have a free version, so you can pretty much follow along the same way that I'm doing this. But I'm gonna show you like some of the basic stuff that I be doing for Petty, as far as just like kind of dragging, dropping stuff in. Let me just go ahead and do all that. So a lot of my stuff is on my external hard drive, so you won't see, you know, where I'm dragging the footage and stuff from. But let's just say I'm gonna delete this one. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that, and I'm gonna go to her folder on my external hard drive, and let's see if I can find it. Hold up. So what I would end up doing, I'm just going to show you what another piece of video that we have, what I've already done. I would just drag it in. I do a lot of drag and drop, and if you just drag it and drop it, it'll just drop in. But I do a lot of I also import. So, but that's the easiest way. Just the basic way to do it is just the easiest way right there, is just to drag and drop. So like if I'll delete this and I'll show you again. Hold on. So let's say if my folder's up here, right? So you see my folder right here. And then I would just take this file and I would drag and drop it in. And it would automatically drag and drop. But make sure all your files are somewhere where you want them to be, because when you drag and drop, that file location would be there. And so if you move that file from that location, then it'll be red, like some of these are red over here, so I would have to go back and relink it. But that's pretty much everything for that, just how to get the footage in here. And like when I'm just looking at, like, you know, a lot of stuff Petty has, you know, in the very beginning, she be I'll go in like right before she's about to start talking, and I'll just chop off this little front piece. You can click at like where this edge is, or the blue, and you'll see like it's a little blade tool. Just drag it in. Then I'll just move it over where it starts.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere, and Walmart is gonna get me there.
And so then, you know, now that we're there, I can get rid of a lot of these empty spaces, but I don't, because I want it to, you know, look like it flows and not have a bunch of jump cuts. But I just look at, you know, the video, like if I'm looking at her video right now, you can see like right here where her leading lines are. That's what we call them, but it's where her counter is, and I can see that it's kind of off center. And so I'll go in here to my rotation angle up here, and I'll just turn it a little bit to make sure it's even, and then I'll zoom in a little bit because of the little black edges right here. Since I moved it, it will move. It's not, you will see where the video's cut off at, if that makes sense. And so I'll just make it a little bigger, and then I'm good for right here. And then basically after I do that, I just jump into my color page, which is this right here. And now this is going to look crazy because I'm a film colorist, but when she sends me the videos, it comes in this gray, this, you know, unsaturated, ashy video or whatever. And then when I do my color grade, it ends up looking like this. You're cutting the access, yeah. And so let me go ahead. So I have a lot of, this is just basic, not to go too crazy into it. Like, if you don't really need to color grade, if you're just shooting with your phone, you won't even have to go through all the processes that I go through, simply because of she sends it to me in this little ashy format, and then I go in and then I go color grade it, because sometimes the video may be overexposed. The color, there may be a color shift in her lights, because her lights above her head are like kind of like an orangish yellow, and then the light that she has is kind of daylight, but it has like a blue hue to it. So I got to kind of correct that when we're shooting, when she's it allows me when she sends it to me in a log format, which is just a log format is just pretty much a professional Kodak where I can just bring back all the colors. If the sky's blown out, I can bring the sky back. I can bring the clouds, the sun down, all of that. So it just gives me a lot of leeway on color grading and saving the video that she sent. Like if you ever, been shooting outside and then, someone walks into the sun or you know, your camera goes towards the sun, everything gets really blown out. I can save that a little bit. And then, a lot of other crazier things like when I'm, doing her skin tones and things like that, I'm making sure that I'm selecting her skin tones and making sure her skin tones is the correct color because sometimes, depending on what light, like the light above her will be yellow and it will cast like this yellow hue to her. And then I just go in and correct that by just selecting just her skin tones.
Do I need to turn it off going forward or no?
No, don't turn it off.
Okay.
And then, but like I say, if you just record with with your regular cell phone, you wouldn't need that. You would just end up really just going in and then just chopping your video up. And so it's not really hard.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere, and Walmart is gonna get me there.
So and there's parts where I pick or where she starts talking about her clothes.
Listen, let me tell you real quick. So I got these super cute, no boundaries leggings. They're soft.
And so like right around here where she's actually starting to, spin a little bit and things like that, I'll just make a cut. So right here, if you're in DaVinci Resolve, and I'll do more stuff with you guys where, you can sit, I'll send you videos and we can cut together. This is the blade tool. And just, there's keyboard shortcuts to do all of this, but just to show you just the basic way, I'll just come in here and I'll cut right on that line. And so now I will allow it to keep playing.
They're soft, they're stretchy, and they hit every time. I paired it with this, it's either cream or khaki or whatever color it wants to be today. The No Boundaries rib tank, baby, they go with
I don't think I
everything.
did too much spinning with this because my ass was too flat. I couldn't hide it. I don't think I did too much spinning on this one, dog.
So in this part, this was kind of long, so I'm just gonna cut it down some to about like right here. And then, oh, I didn't mean to cut that. And to get off the blade tool, you just go back to your pointer. And then what I'll do here is I'll right click and I'll unlink these clips so I can move this video file by itself. Because I start doing other things. It's like bringing a solid color in here. Matter of fact, so I have this little, let me go to my effects. Now I can do this effect I can create this effect, but I find a lot of like presets and templates to I would say speed up my workflow. So let me see if I can find let's see, not filters. Generators, magic toolkit. Let me see. No, this ain't the one. Is it this one? And so I'll find out the one that you see when I do that little screen collapses and it gives it a white background. I believe it's this one. So what I'll do is I'll just drag and drop it on that clip. And so it actually does it for me, which I could do this with keyframes. But if you don't know how to do like that, that's like really tedious, like to do a bunch of keyframes. And so what I end up doing is I go into this preset and I turn off the spins because it has its own motion graphics presets to it. And then I'll just fix the angle till it's pretty much lined up like that. And then what I'll end up doing is I will go to my generators and then I'll do a solid color and I'll bring it underneath here. And then I'll just go here and while I'm in my So when you click here, this is your inspector over here. So basically it's your inspector and you can go in and there's a lot of other, like, so if I click on this, on the video, it gives me like zoom position where I can change the position. I can change it. I can make dynamic zoom. I can crop the image. I can lens stabilize it and all that other stuff. But for this, I'm just, since it's just a solid color, I'm just clicking it and I'm making it white. And so now it'll look like this.
They're soft, they're stretchy, and they hit
Mm.
every time. I paired it with this.
Now, what we be doing is, let's say, I won't do it specifically again. So let's say I'm a, just for, you know, the purposes of showing you how I do this, I'm just going to use that one sweater that you had, that fuzzy one with the, with that skirt. So what I do is in order to get that, I will open up my Photoshop and I'll cut that photo out of that white background. If you want me to show you that, I can show you that real quick if you think that's beneficial, Petty.
Child, you better ask the chat, cause you know
say the
I ain't
chat.
gonna do that shit.
You say you ain't
I
finna chat.
don't know why you asking me. Is it gonna be beneficial? I'm not
If
gonna
you
do
want
that
me to,
shit.
if you guys want me to show you how I cut something out of Photoshop, I can on a later date, or I could do it right now, or I could just show you how, you know, you don't necessarily have to do it in Photoshop. You can do it. So you know, when you're in your, say you screenshot a person on your iPhone and you go to that picture and you long press it, it will cut that person out for you. I don't, that's if you have an iPhone though.
You can do that in Canva too, can't you?
You could do it in Canva
Or you
too.
say you don't use Canva.
I don't use Canva. I use Photoshop. But it's the same
You can do
thing.
background removal, but I think you gotta have the business edition.
But if
But I
you,
think you can.
so like if we go on Walmart and you just get, and you screenshot just a picture of just that shirt or a pair of pants, if you screenshot that and you bring it into your photos and you open up in your photos, you can long press and it will cut that item out for you. And then you can save it and it'll save as a PNG with no background.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Right? So they say background remover in Canva is for pro, just a reminder. But you can do it on your iPhone too. Like I can show you how to do it on your iPhone. I'll do a video and show you on your iPhone. And so then basically what I'll do from that is once I got that cut out, I'll drag and drop it, right? And so, and when I talk about keyframing, so basically, now to get this sweater to move how you want it to move, I had to actually keyframe myself. Like I had to do that, right? So I can show you how to do this like on a later date. I mean, hey, medicine is, you get paid more than a graphic designer, I promise you. So now that I have the sweater in here, so I already created keyframes for this. So what I end up doing is I know, so let me go here. So I know here I'm already 8 frames in to where I want this to start, right? So since I've already created the keyframes, I'll just go in and go 8 frames in. And then I'll go copy these keyframes. But I can show you how to do this on a later date because it's kind of a headache. And then I'll just copy these keyframes. And then I'll go my 8 frames in on here. And then I'll paste those keyframes. And those keyframes, so now I just got to make it smaller. Oops, hold on. Oh, crap. I deleted my keyframes off of here. Paste my keyframes back, huh? Oh my gosh. They just went away. Let me go get them again.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, did I just delete them all the way off? I think I did. Yeah, they gone. I did not mean to do that, but I got some other ones though. Hold up. I don't want to have to recreate that again. I really don't. There they go. All right. So copy. And then I'll paste them keyframes back. Oh crap. Hold up. I gotta bring that sweater back in here. Then paste some keyframes on there. All right. And so now, the reason why you can see the sweater right now is because I don't have it smaller. And so now that I made it smaller, when it play, it'll come in like that. I gotta make this back white. So that's how I do that. Because of those keyframes that are there.
Soft, they're stretchy.
You see?
And they hit every.
So that's how I do
You have
that.
to do that with every piece.
Well, since I have these keyframes though, I could just copy and paste those keyframes over and over and over again. That's why you see.
Oh, okay.
That's why you see I have all your other stuff over here.
Oh, okay.
So I just left it here. You see, I got all your videos over here.
Okay, so you can take from one and just put it on whichever one
Yeah.
you're working on at the moment.
Yes, because I get lazy instead of just making presets. Like I should just make a
Get
bunch of
lazy?
presets. Yeah. First of all, I
You
don't.
stay lazy.
I do have a recovery button. And then I also have it set to where it saves like every 10 minutes. So if something happens, I'll get it right back. So, but that's how I do this.
They're stretchy and they hit every time. I paired it with this.
And even in this, even when I'm inside this, that preset that I showed you how to do that in that effects, I can move you up and down, right? On my Y position. I can move the video up and down inside that box. So when it was, you see how I kind of got your feet cut off in this one?
Yes.
I can just move it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then
They're
boom, then we
soft,
go
they're
in.
stretchy, and they hit every time.
It's buffering because it's rendering out. But so like a lot of this stuff you guys don't even have to do as far as color grading. Color grading is the harder part behind it. Once you got a system, like so if I'm in my color grade panel in which my power grades, I have a bunch of power grades here where I can pick the colors that I've already done of things I've already set up and did. I can just drop that on your file. So like I can drop any one of these on here and it would change the grade. So I get to pick, but I have a bunch of my workflows already done. So that's why when you send me videos, I do it really fast. And I don't think you saw when I picked your hold on. When I picked your skin tones, right? I don't think I showed you that part, did I?
No, I don't remember that.
You say you don't remember that?
I just heard you say you did, like depending on the lighting or whatever.
Yeah.
You were saying something about picking,
So,
changing the skin tone.
ooh, I did not mean to open up that. So, as far as when it comes to your skin tones, right? Because I don't think you saw that part. So, you may have heard me talking about it, but you didn't see. So, when I was talking about your skin tones, right? I have a thing that's here that's specifically for that. And so then I can go in here and I can get your skin tones how I want them to be.
Oh.
And I can pick exactly how, and then I can change the hue of your shirts and stuff like that, but I do that simply because like I say, your overhead lighting gives you this really yellowish look. And so I change it and then it gives me this little thing down here where it says my vector scope and my skin. This is your skin line right here. And so when I move it, I just line it up with that skin line and then your skin tones are what they would call correct.
Okay.
So, but this is like really like the basics. Like for when you look at your parade that's right here, Your thing is in the way. Hold on, let me move you real quick.
Ashana, you silly.
So for this right here, your parade that's right here, it tells me that I got a lot of reds in your in the video. So it's not, so I can pick and choose what I really want to do as far as how I want to, like, so like if I turn off the look, it goes to blue. It just goes to like a cool blue. But when I turn my look back on, it gives you back that orangish look, that more warm look, warm tone. So Ashanae is silly. So that's really just the basics of just getting stuff in here. But like I say, this is how I do a lot of stuff because I have everything already done, and I keep what I've already done as far as like any cool little edits. How I did that background and stuff behind you, how I had the words and stuff behind you. I still have that in here. So if I want to use it, I could just copy it and paste it somewhere else on the thing. So
Gotcha. So you're not having to, every time you do it, it's not from scratch.
yeah.
That's how you're able to work fast.
So like right here, I could just take, this is not all of it because I think the rest of it's in the front. But like if I take this and I hold down the option key, I'm on a Mac, so I'm not sure. I would have to figure out what the keyboard shortcut is for that. But if I bring that over here and then turn it on. Hold on, I don't need the video though. The words are still here. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I just keep it. I just keep everything so that way I could just reuse everything over and over and over again. But this is really just the basics on how to get in here and navigate. And then, but a lot of people will like jump cuts. I don't normally do a lot of jump cuts. I'll show you like the easy way to do the jump cuts. For like the big gaps. So if you really wanted to jump cut a lot of stuff, you would just go to your blade tool, which for me, B is blade on mine. Now there's an automated way to do it, but this is what I would end up just doing. Just cutting like out all the big ones. And then you'll see how jump cuts are like kind of like seems like it makes time move faster. So it depends on what she's doing as far as if I'm going to use the jump cuts or not. But just to show you what jump cuts look like, I'm doing it the easy way. You could be a darker color yellow. So this is what the jump cuts would look like if I was to jump cut them and leave them jump cut like that. I don't normally do it, but it just makes it seem like time is moving faster. I'm gonna let this render out real quick. So
now, is that what they be talking about to help keep people's attention?
Yeah.
Doing the jump cuts because it looks like it's a different view or there's some kind of shift in.
It's a shift. It's a shift.
Yeah.
So like
so
if you
draws
look
their attention.
So like for this one, right?
Or whatever color.
Here's a jump cut. Boom. Jump cut.
Rib tank, baby, they
jump
go
cut
with everything. And then
jump cut.
Zip up.
So it just seems like it's moving faster. And there's not a lot of gaps. Because a lot of people just want to get you straight to the point, right? So, but that's what the jump cuts would look like. So this is just really the basic stuff. When it comes to like keyframing and things like that, for this one, they have a thing called dynamic zoom, which I can turn it on, and it'll zoom in and out. You can do linear, you can do ease in and ease out, so it'll.
Or whatever color it wants to be today.
You see how it just slowly.
Or whatever
boom.
color it wants to be today.
And this is what Nay was talking about when she was showing. But you can swap it so it comes in forward.
Or whatever color
it zooms in forward.
The no boundary.
So that's what them people be using on them videos. I always wonder how they did that. If it's something that they preset on their camera or their phone to do the zoom in, zoom out, but it's something you do afterwards.
Yeah, that's all in post production. Like DaVinci Resolve has that in there already, but I can do it in my keyframes. So
Okay.
just to show you what I mean by the keyframing is if I go here and I go to my keyframes, right? What I would end up doing is I would see how much I wanted to go in, right? So let's say I like 1.5, right? So I'll click this little thing right here. This is how you start your keyframe. And then I would say I would want to go in. So it's going to start at 1.6, right? That's where it's going to be, right? So then I'll say I'll go in, let's say I wanted to go in 10 frames, right? And then all I would need to do next was to scale this up to 1.5, and it would automatically do it for me.
Or whatever
Oh.
color it wants.
Right, but
Okay.
if I wanted to go slower, what I would do is I would just I would select these keyframes and then just drag them out. So it would,
Or whatever color it wants.
you
to
see
be
what I'm
today.
saying? So I can pick how far I wanted to zoom in, and you could do ease out and ease in, but that would get further into more keyframing.
Or whatever color it wants to be today. The no
You see what I'm saying? So you could do the keyframing, but if you don't really want to do that, you just use dynamic zoom, and you ease in and ease out. So it
So
would
that's the shortcut.
the shortcut. But if you want to do like speed ramping and stuff like that, where the video's in slow motion and then it speeds up real fast and goes to another scene that's slow motion, or a speed ramp to a transition to something else, then we would get into more keyframing, which would be a little bit more difficult. But that's something that you wouldn't even need right now. So, but that's just really the basic stuff that I'd be doing in here. I don't really go too complicated for Petty like that because her content doesn't need it. But that's how I get the sweater. I use keyframing for the sweater is how I get the sweater in there.
They're soft. They're stretchy.
But a lot of these I can, for if you guys get DaVinci Resolve, I can give you a lot of these presets. Like I can create a download and you guys can download the presets, and then I can make a video on how to install it. And then you just go and look for them. You know, I got a bunch of titles and stuff like that. I got I have thousands of titles, a lot of effects. So if you guys want that type of stuff, you know, and you guys are using DaVinci Resolve, and we could do this once a week where I can get just have a video and we can edit together, and I could just show you like really some of the really basic things that'll help you more with your content. If you have an iPhone 5, it's an iPhone 6, isn't it, Petty, that you have?
16.
16, the iPhone
I think I
16.
got yeah, that's the one we use. Yeah, I got 2 14s and a 16.
So the iPhone 16 Pro Max allows her to send me video in Apple ProRes log, which is the ashy stuff. So with this ashy color, then that way I can color grade later down the line. And then there's other things that we can do to bring more, like little simple things, like let's say you want more you want to what I'm trying to think of the words to say. Let's say I want to pop Petty out more, or you kind of darken the background a little bit. I can simply put like this little ellipse around her, and then that's just creating, you know, this little bit of vignette. So I can create the vignette around Petty, which will allow me to.
Oh, that's cute.
Then it will create like kind of like this shadow around you, and then or darker around you, and then it'll pop you out in the middle. It's just like little simple things that we can do. But this is what I normally do. So if you guys got questions, you guys can definitely just hit me up. Like I say, I'm an open book. We could do like a little beginner class and mess around with this stuff.
Now, how much is this program that you use?
This one is free. They have a free version and they have a pro version. I got the pro version for free because I bought a camera from them, and then I also bought a colorist panel, a color grading panel, and the color.
Okay.
But in order to get the software to have the pro version is $299, and you buy it once and you own it. It's not like Adobe subscriptions where you're paying, $40 a month for the rest of your life to use the software.
Yeah. So, but what you're doing if they go get the free version, because you saying that we could do something once a week. Well, y'all can do something once a week, and I'm not doing this shit. That's what I got you for. That you could show them something once a week. But are you gonna be able to show them if they got the free version?
Yeah, if they got the free version, we can hop on a Zoom where it's way more personal, and then we can edit together. Like I can send them videos. Like I'll go out and shoot a video, and then we could come back, and then I can send them the video, or they can download it out of a Dropbox, and then we can edit together.
Okay. Okay.
So that way we all got the same footage
And be doing the same thing at the same time.
and doing the same thing at the same time.
Oh, that'd be nice. That sounds good. For those that do want to learn, they said yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. It's not hard. Like I say, you guys are not doing really anything super crazy, so it'll be really easy for you guys to catch on, especially when someone is showing you how to do it. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Once you get the basics, then you can just go do whatever you want to do after that. But this is just the basic stuff. And you don't really have to do too much outside of what you're doing, especially if you're just doing a lot of for TikTok. I mean, for like talking head videos, I can show you how to do that. The color grading is
who?
talking head videos.
What the hell that is?
When you just sit in front of the camera and you talk, like,
Oh.
yeah, almost like podcasts when someone's watching your podcast on YouTube. Like when we do,
Okay.
I can edit like that too. So, but yeah, this is just the basic stuff. So this is easy. But yeah, and then if you guys want to really get into like, trying to color grade stuff, I can show you how to do that too.
Wait a minute, they got a crawl before they walk.
I'm just saying, it's really easy. It's not as hard as you think it is. It's really once you have a power grade, what I do is I create a bunch of power grades. And I don't have to recreate that step all over again. I just drag and drop that power grade. That's it. And then I make small adjustments to certain parts. That is it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Listen, I hear you. I hear you. Saying that it's easy.
It is.
Okay. Well,
Literally, I can show you right now. Watch.
you got to show me shit. Listen, I'm here for them because they want to learn. So yeah, I'm not able. I ain't able. I don't have the patience. I don't have I I don't have the mental capacity to learn any of this. You already know how much stuff I got on my brain already.
Yeah.
I listen. I can't do nothing else. I can't learn nothing else. I ain't able.
You got it.
Right here, trying to make y'all track stars on the first day, man. Look, got to crawl before they walk. They got to crawl. And damn, at least let them just download
The software.
Right, let them get the software first, honey. You trying to jump right into color grading, baby? Can't
Yes.
even get the software first.
So when y'all get the software, make sure it's the free version. And then, let us know when you got the free version. And then the free version has about 95% of what the pro version is. You just can't do some of the AI stuff. Are you downloading it on your iPad? I got it on my iPad too. Yeah, so you just can't do some of the pro version stuff.
Trying to be the star student.
But
Star student of the month.
But yeah, it's not hard. I'll get out here and shoot some videos. I may have some videos that I already have that I've already edited that I just gotta go through because I have so much footage. Shoot, we might be able to go through and go re-edit some of Manny's stuff.
I was just thinking that. So you got a whole lot of stuff from Manny.
Yeah, I got a whole lot. I don't even think I used everything.
Mm-mm.
Nope, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. If you're on a Mac, we're good. So, but yeah, so that's really it. That's just the basic stuff, just to get your feet wet, and then I say let's give it like a week, a little bit since the holidays, and I'm still on film set, so I got to be on a film set tomorrow.
Okay.
But
So not this coming week, but the next week we can pick back up.
yeah, we'll pick back up, and then by that time I
Okay.
should be able to have some footage and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I can show you Quiet Storm. I can show you the colors. Listen, that's my thing. That's where I'm at. That's my favorite thing. I love the color grade. So
So okay. Well, that sounds good. So that's everybody homework to download. What's the program called?
DaVinci Resolve.
Okay. So get it and get the free version. You can get the free version and be fine. Okay. That's the homework for this upcoming week. And then would y'all rather do it during the week, in the evening, or on the weekend during the evening? Y'all rather weekday, weeknight, or weekend? Well, y'all just let me know. Y'all can message me. We'll talk about it. We got time to talk about it and decide. We got all week um to decide, and then we'll put the schedule together. Cause I think that'll be helpful, especially because it's a couple of us that's want to take our content to the next level. Um, and we do our own stuff. We want to do our own stuff so we don't have to wait on nobody, or we can do stuff on the fly and go ahead and get it out. Um, so I think this is a good thing. As long as we can keep Derek on track. Um, he getting old, so you know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, but yeah, we got time to talk about it and get a schedule in place. My education was, what is that, Quark Express in Photoshop, and it was years ago. But I was also on the newspaper team when I was younger in my junior college. Okay. I also can't afford to pay someone to eat it. Child, listen. Got to get out here and barter and trade, child. But then you got to make sure you got some kind of skill that somebody else want. That be the thing. Do you have a skill that they have need of? So, but yeah, we'll definitely get a schedule together. And I will get it out to y'all. If y'all know anybody else that might benefit from this, go ahead and let them know. So that they can go ahead, tell them what program to go ahead and download. And before we have the next session, I'll get y'all's information to send y'all the clip that he wants everybody to use, so y'all can follow along. So,
All right,
anything
well,
else?
that's it for me. So we can go
Okay.
ahead and end it. But like I say, when they let you know, just let me know, and then we'll work it out.
Okay, that'll work. All right, y'all. Well, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. Um, get some rest, okay? Do not be out there in the streets windmilling. If you're gonna be out there, just better yet, don't even be out there. Go download the program and go to bed. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.
All right, y'all. Bye
And
bye.
that's it.